where I live,
once you get to realize
there's been some fire bombings.
Doing fine.
And spraying of like, negative words about the type of people, etc., on fences and things near the burning cars. And I'm just thinking about it, and I was like, it's interesting because
how could you be that unhappy about a certain type of people?
I think just being Australian makes you do that. I think
automatically.
Yeah, pretty much
due to our racist nature.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought about like living in Kingston or somewhere like that, and how many, like, for example, Samoans, for example, might have like people writing, go home fat prick, or something on their fence. And I'd suggest that even if you're Samoan, Tongan, like I mean, like people like destroying your property and writing slurs about your people or whatever. Like seriously, is that like not like, come on? I mean, if you're Chinese and you live in Australia, have you not experienced that? You've experienced that. You've had property destroyed. You've had someone come into your shop. You're running your little store, and they're like, you're stealing from because you're Chinese, like spitting at you, abusing you. Like, come on, like, now do they have 147 police, like, because the Chinese shop owner, like, had like
I know
someone like threatened their kid and like whatever because they were Chinese.
And occasionally, like, people in front of me, they're just losing their shit, right? And swearing at the people.
Like I could make 1,000 jokes that I've heard about Chinese. I could make 1,000 jokes I've heard that are negative, obviously, about any of them. Italians,
it's the unsung rhetoric,
whatever.
You know what I mean? Like the
curly heads, like,
little the special jokes.
I remember even like people calling Italians gollymogs because they had curly hair.
Then you're successful. That's
pretty much
be Australian, right? And if you can make a joke about any nation, then
I mean, even I've seen like every abuse on everything, like, cis white cunts go home. Like, I mean, that's racist. Like whatever,
True. I'm with you, Si. Like I get it. It's just what the fuck?
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like where are we? Hello, 2025.
Standing outside. Oh, my car got burnt.
Hello.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, whatever, man. Like, people's cars get freaking torched all the time just because you're rich and you've moved out of Dover Heights because you sold your house for $10 million and you went and bought a bunch of other places.
When someone says, "Oh, blah blah blah," have you been to Beirut? Have you been to London? Have you been to France? Have you been to all these other countries where things are just fucking burnt to the ground? No. Okay. Little bubble.
Oh, that must be hate crimes.
Hello.
Do you reckon you get like 170 police just to like 140 police then, just because there was like a French African bashing in Paris, and like spraying on their car or something like that? Do you think like you get 140 French police and like trying to find that? Do you think do you think some poor
not worth the time? There's more important things.
Do you think some poor Taiwanese shopkeeper in Sunnybank, who's getting like knife ganged by freaking Koreans, like
local gangs,
and like run out and having his daughter raped, just like getting 147 police? No,
you must pay.
No, they're not.
No,
just because you live in the most expensive suburb in the whole of freaking Australia, and you used to own a house there, and so somebody does it to you there, and so then you've got like you can like the police because they're on freaking speed dial because they're little buddy boys. Then of course you get like all over the papers.
Well, you pay them.
It's literally happening every 15 freaking.
You give them the protection money.
What happened to last night or 2 nights ago to those unfortunate folk down the road? It's unfortunate. I wouldn't want my car burnt.
It is.
It's unfortunate. Like it's pleasing.
Very
but that is literally happening. Like every I don't even
all the time
in
America.
Well, Australia,
all around the world,
Australia,
and Australia. Yeah, that's it. People are burning out shit, stealing shit all night.
Where you live,
ever since those little racial commentary came in, you can hack a car and pop a fucking car and just get in there.
Imagine being Chinese. You'd have to be pretty brave to be Chinese in Australia, since Australia literally flogged them all and sent them to the Northern Territory to work as slaves, called it the Yellow Peril, as they ejected them from the country. You'd want to be careful being Chinese now, because it's like culturally normal for Australians to like just suddenly turn on you with this half a dime because you're being successful and run you out and steal all your property. Like do we I mean seriously, like there's racial hate crimes. I just like it's just a constant experience in Australia. So I just don't understand why just because you're rich.
I try to be like I said. I work on the principle that I'm
why would that matter? Can you explain to me why the Chinese or the Taiwanese or the Italian or all of the Somali shopkeeper has to cop like racial threats and violence?
They should,
and, like having their places damaged and all those kinds of things. No. And just because you're as opposed to because they're like poor or live in a shitty suburb. But if you've got wear some nice suit that were bought by one of your clients and you used to live in like the most expensive place and you got $10 million up your sleeve, suddenly you're national news.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because it's a hate crime. I think it's because you're rich and you've got friends and you can just talk to old mate. You know what I mean? Like get a fucking grip. Like it's got nothing to do.
A couple of calls. They're there in an instant.
Suddenly it looks like you're the person.
Anybody else ringing? It's like triple O. How long is it going to take?
Forget it. You're dead.
Busy.
Literally. Like I've been standing there talking to the police while people have been bashing each other in the head with rocks. Blood is all coming over the grounds. Like you're just clobbering in fear.
Was it a Friday night?
Yeah.
Was it a Friday night?
Daylight. No. Daylight.
Oh, Friday.
Like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, bro.
Friday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Punching on.
Just 1 o'clock. Just Saturday. Just normal. Every day.
Just Eshe town.
The police don't like
Eshe. Yeah, I know.
I called the police. They didn't come. A month after the fact.
Not interested.
They couldn't even give a shit.
Understood the situation. Wanted to stay away.
So I got nothing. I don't matter a bean. I'm likely to get just rolled.
Special friends ringing. No action taken. You know what I mean?
No.
Special friends ringing. No action taken. Let it happen.
Convenience.
Unsatisfactory. Jilted generation.
Yeah. Oh, but we don't go out to Western Sydney and then like burn their cars. No, you just prevent them from having cars and houses and anything, and they have to live in squalor and travel like 2 hours to get to work, paying friggin' $25 a day so they can serve you your shitty fucking latte. apartheid.
I'm glad we had the nomad experience up, because it's going to turn into...
That's already abusing them. That is abuse. It is abuse to make people travel 2 to 3 hours, paying literally half, they're 400, like $100 a week. Sometimes it's literally to like limit the amount of public transport. You know, not even see your family, to earn some shitty amount as a housekeeper in some eastern suburbs freaking mansion. You know, while you know,
you're putting up
no abuse.
They're abused.
No abuse.
Like you're getting abused.
Like what are even people fucking talking about? Shut the fuck up. I want the whole of Australia to like, you know, just get a grip on itself and like start to like address its like freaking actual endemic freaking racism and abusive freaking nature, man. Like, you know, not just because it suits like some little occasional like multi-millionaire freaking like highfalutin, you know, special person has a little wobble happen in their ex-life, and then they're like, you know, national news.
Yeah, that's what it's come down to. Like, you know.
So, you know, imagine just cruising around Brisbane for a week and just collecting today's
like
racial violence stories in your school. I mean, even in Brisbane, when I was living there, and like, let me try and recall the year. This was like 1998.
Casino's just gone in.
In 1998, Australia, 1998. That's like watching Italians and Chinese gangs knifing each other in the street. You know, like in Brisbane, in Milton. There's no about racial violence in Australia. No, it doesn't. You know, it's only if you're a Jew, mate. That's the only people it happens to. It doesn't happen to anyone else.
You're some sort of conspiracy theorist, mate. Come on.
2 Italians were sent to freaking hospital with giant knife wounds from the freaking. You don't want an explanation.
That must have hurt.